The void spider is a very experimental type of creature, and because of that it is very rare. These things work entirely on custom animations and sound design. That being said, the technique to create them can have other very intriguing applications in other projects. It works like this. First, I prepare a custom animation in whatever tool I have available, in my case Blender, because I'm not very good at making animations, and Blender at least has some comprehensive tutorials on the matter. I make an animation, export it. Second step is to open said animation in Arma's object maker, select an individual bone and move it or scale it up or down, rotate, whatever you need. Save and test in-game. It used to be a lot easier. These days the game can complain a lot about it and fight against you, but you can still make some amazing stuff with some careful planning. It may not be applicable in all situations, but still there's a lot of possibilities. One thing to note, the face seems to be unaffected, and if you stretch things too much, it may cause unexpected behavior. You can hide arms or legs, or stretch pretty much any part of a soldier's body. The game doesn't always like it, so be prepared to tinker with it a little. What I use in my mission is a very crude example that could definitely use a lot of work from an actual animator, but it shows the most important aspects of this creation. The void spider is actually just a regular person contorted in a pretty horrific manner, with one leg outstretched and away from the rest of his body and the other limbs just sort of mangled together. This one leg has its bones moved away and scaled up and down depending on each bone to form an insect-like leg or claw. And since the soldier is placed high up and behind a wall, you don't see the rest of his body, hopefully just the leg. For extra safety, there's a particle effect with black smoke covering the soldier's body. This should be the spider's main body with 3 limbs coming out of it, but the player can only see one of them, with most of the monster being hidden away. I could technically outstretch 3 limbs and make a full body, but then I would have to animate all of them, and given how poorly I did on the one leg, I wanted to avoid that and left the exact details of this creature's body up to imagination of each player. As for the rest of the soldier, it's just a regular dude in black overalls. The dark colors with some variation make it seem better than just pure black. You could mistake that for a glitch, but this hopefully should let you know that it's intentional. And due to the bone stretching, the player can't actually see that he's looking at a boot and some pants. Of course, there's an event handler to make the creature go away. This is mostly done to make sure it reacts to the player in some way. I don't want the player to kill the thing, because upon death the stretching goes away and it would be just a regular guy again. It's also quite hard to properly hit the leg, because the stretched parts of the body don't really have a hitbox. The body is not supposed to be there, so there are also issues with that. The way it's done in the mission, there is a reaction without having to deal with all of the issues related to actually shooting the thing. Of course, there is the potential to make it move around and be a full thing, just needs a good animator, but otherwise the exact same method can be used.